This is your new favorite internet radio, Power 108.9.
You want to answer that, don't you? I bet it's just killing you seeing the soft glow just inches away. Someone wants to tell you something or ask you something. Oh, come on, answer it already. Just so we're clear.
Oh, I love your wife. She's awesome. Especially the other day when you said shh, and she jumped on you. I was like, that's what I do.
So, yeah, I saw that when we was doing the show.
She cracks me up. I love her.
You can also go to power1089.com to get all of the updated news and happenings here at Power. Thanks for listening.
Hello. I feel the power.
I don't see you. No, not yet. I'm damn now. I know, dude. It's just taking forever for it to link up. No, I'm going to keep doing it like we've been doing it. And that way I can also read. My wife is watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden.
Hello, Liz.
Over at Credit Building
A.K.A. Smoochie.
You know what they do? They help
Smoochie.
their clients achieve better credit. Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days.
We're going to do an intro, then dump out, and come back.
Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
We're back here on the Gunnin Comedy Hour here on Power 108.9. We're coming at you a little bit late tonight. I had to give a half an hour to Chris Carter on the Hangover, a little reunion tour he had going on. A bunch of guys I haven't seen since 1994. Robbie Chappelle, Sam, Brandon, and Carl Spear, the Huddle with Carl Spear. We're going to bring that back here, aren't we? That was such a great show. Carl does an amazing show. We got to get him back. Shout out to Carl.
The Huddle.
The Huddle. Everybody go like his page, get him back on here. But hey, we're back for my show tonight. We're in the studio here at SunTrust Park. I got my comedian guest and musician, David H.T. Rosen. Say hey, David.
Hey, so I'm in the red deck. Are you validating?
Apparently we get
serious, for real.
Yeah, we validate. We always validate. 4 hours. We get free 4 hours. You know, I've done 6 shows here. I just found that out last week.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm Jewish. I've been here for like 6 hours waiting for this shit. So.
You have been. You've been very patiently waiting. Thank you, sir. But hey, folks, if you are watching on Facebook, like us, share us. That is how we get traction. We need traction. We need views. We need sponsors. That's what we're always looking for. Hey, and we need you. We need callers tonight. Message us. You got questions for David, me, comments, anything. Put them on there. We're going to read them. But I would love for someone to call me tonight at 678-383-2339.
Yo, Squish says hey.
Squish says hey. Yes, that is my 12-year-old stepdaughter.
It is?
Riley, yep. I call her Squish. Really? She's my squishy. You know, like from Dora, I call her my squishy.
She's squishy.
She's squishy. Like from Dora. Remember?
Fair enough.
This is my squishy. It shall be mine.
I get it.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Swimming. That's that movie, right?
Yeah, just keep swimming.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Swimming. But hey, look, we're still looking for a name for my show. A name. I still don't have a name for the show other than Gunnin Comedy Hour, and nobody likes it. But I came up with another one, and Michael shut it down before the show, so I was like, okay.
Tell them what it was and why we shut it down.
Okay, all right. I was going to do the ATL Comedy Hour with Andy Gunnin, and of course, you said I could not do that. That was not a good idea.
That is not what I said, Andy.
Okay, well, that's what I heard.
I was like, nah, you're not Atlanta. You're global.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Yeah, we are global.
It's a totally different saying.
We are. We are.
Go Gunnin for laughs, and we can get Browning to back us up.
There you go.
See?
Yeah, we can get some guns.
I got the Confederate hat on. The Yankees are feeling all redneck on.
You do have the Alabama hat on. I got my
Roll
Georgia
Tide.
Tech. Yeah,
I'm
y'all
still
got
with
beat.
it.
Y'all got beat this
Well,
weekend.
it was a good game. to
Dude,
get
it was a
beat.
great game. I mean, no offense. I'm glad Alabama lost finally.
I don't know. I'm glad Alabama lost finally.
Well, I mean, they're always dominating.
So my wife decided we would leave the house for a party 4 minutes before the end of that game.
No way.
Yeah, and then I could only get like the real time more in Publix. It was great. It was wonderful. So it was like a minute 12, but it really wasn't a minute 12, so they could have already lost. There was like 4 touchdowns in that 3 minutes that left. And we didn't take my shit box, pardon me, because I wanted to get it, XM was not in her car. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. And then you got to go to a party where everybody's in Georgia, so they don't care.
Right.
Where they're like,
we hate you. We hate you. You're the devil. We hate you. It's okay. Georgia just thinks they won a national championship and they haven't. I don't know how we got into sports. This is not Carl's show. This is Andy's.
Sorry.
This is the comedy show. No, we can talk about it. I don't care. Carl don't have a show. We don't have a sports show here anymore. We don't. We have lost a sports show, and a very good sports show, by the way. So, Carl, get back here. I don't care what you do. Find a way. We're going to figure it out. Actually, I told Carl he's going to come on the show. He's going to co-host. We're going to do a sports segment one night. We're going to do that. I don't know if it'll be before the end of this year, but we got a special Thanksgiving show coming up. I'm gonna slaughter a turkey on the air. I'm gonna kill a turkey
in this building.
Yeah.
Have you read all the notes, like where all the silverware and stuff are? Everything's clean here.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
I told Michael, I texted him the other day. It's like, hey man, I got a show on the 26th. He's like, yeah, you do. I was like, I'm gonna kill a turkey on the air.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I would do it down by the orange parking lot.
I said, and you can't kill a turkey. I didn't know if you were for real or not. I was like, okay, is he for real? I don't know.
No, I just wanted to see his reaction because he's like, what?
I
can imagine what his
I could
face
bless it and drain the blood. It'd be kosher.
Yeah, and then we'll do it. We'll bring you back. We'll do the rabbi
We got
thing.
Goldberg's next door.
And we do get Goldberg's. We do. We could do a whole thing. We could do a whole thing.
We can put it on a bagel.
We are.
can.
We're going to put a bagel and a smear.
Give me 20 minutes
Hey,
over
did
there.
you see
I'll
my
get you a
promo video?
sponsorship.
Did you see my promo
I did.
video?
I thought it was fantastic.
Did you like it?
I
Did
did.
you like it? Okay, good. I kind of did a spoof off the pizza guy, pizza review guy.
Fair enough.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was fun. They didn't want me filming inside that
No, they
restaurant
don't.
or in the front.
No.
I had to go all the way.
No, you're way in the back.
I had to
The
go
guy's boiling bagels back there.
They were not happy with me busting out a camera.
No, they don't want anything. Don't look at the wall.
Who's this 6'2", 265
look at
white
the
guy with a
rating.
camera and a bagel?
Right. Try to explain his 87 rating over there.
Right.
I once did that at a diner that I won't rename the diner, but
Right.
they were on the news here, and these guys like, I own 7 diners, sometimes clean, sometimes not so clean, and then he turns and goes, "You want a sandwich?" So I did that at that same Ferris diner.
Right.
And the one guy in Latin said about the other guy, I don't think he likes the jokes about the kitchen and the unclean. And then he said, "You want a sandwich?" Oh boy.
Hey, give you some background on my guest here, David. He has been a comic for numerous years. What, 10 years now?
10 years.
10 years. And he and I met down in Columbus. One of my first few shows I hosted, I think third or fourth show I ever hosted down there. Actually, hosting period. And we had a good time. And I've hosted for you a couple of times since. And you actually asked me to come down and host for you. And David's awesome. If you haven't seen his show, he's just been doing a brisket beltline tour for a while. You're still doing that, or are you off that now?
No,
I can't remember.
One by one, all the brisket dropped off.
One by one, all the brisket dropped. There you go. Yes.
You know what happens in comedy? You go out, and then people get good,
Right.
and then nobody wants to work with each other anymore.
Ah, that's
You know what I mean? Or
okay.
why would you? I mean, I'd rather.
No, I don't know what you mean. I'm not good yet.
Well, bullshit.
I'm not.
But I'd rather do 30 or 45 minutes than
Right.
do 10 minutes or
Right.
drive 3 hours. I can't do that. I can't go home and say, this is the per minute that I spent or
Right.
per hour that I spent to actually go and have 10 minutes worth of material.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so you bring up a very good point. So I mean, how long did it take you to get to that point? Just recently, or like it was oncoming, or the guys that you were with, just like you said, got that bit much better? They wanted more time. You needed more time. How did that work out?
From day one, I was in a duo, so it was always 2 guys working on something. But then we always took a bunch of people with us because when you first start, you find this dude, and an Asian dude, and a
Right.
fat girl, and this, which we actually did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I remember seeing the book.
I mean, for real. And then you go out on the road, but you also got to have a guy who can book. I can book.
Right.
And then you get the double-sided Atlanta bullshit where he's a great booker,
Right.
You know, but can you be a good booker and a good comic? Well, yes, you can.
Yeah.
And you book yourself.
Right.
You are your own booker. You are the comic.
You're your manager. You're everything. You're a promoter.
But I used to travel with 20 guys and all these girls, and we'd pay for all this stuff. My wife's like, you know, now I have a band behind me. She's like, really?
Right.
You're finally making some money, and you're going to take 7 guys with you, you know? Everybody, come on. It'd be great, you know?
Right. And you do a mix of comedy and songs, and it's
shtick. It's
shtick, yeah.
It's Atlantic City. It's Atlanta. I've been here for 10 years.
Right.
I've been here for 20 years.
Right.
I've been doing comedy here for 10 years.
Right.
You know, so after 10 years, you know everybody in the business.
Come up to the mic.
I breathe like nobody's business.
No, just come up there. You got.
I got a heavily produced album that the whole time you hear.
No, it's okay. He'll take care of that. He'll take care of that. that's what Michael's here for, to make us look and sound.
No, but somebody told me a long time
Yeah,
ago
go.
at the back room of the Punchline, said somebody not to be named, decent comic, said this is cute. And years later, you'll be in a hotel room,
Right.
worrying about your pleasure and your material, and that's going to be it. It's going to be lonely as hell.
Right.
And if you want to do this, do that. You know, focus on the funny. That's
Right.
it.
Focus on the funny. You do you.
Yeah, exactly. You do you, I do me, and everything is else. And then everybody says, well, that doesn't work for your enemies. It works for everyone.
Right. Yeah, because I wanted to get into how you develop. Because I mean, you were a guitar player before you were a comic, correct?
I was a drummer.
Or drummer. That's right.
Right, for various people, endless different, and every genre I could pick. And let's go to Motown, and then let's go play with the funk guys, and let's go play with the gospel on a Sunday when we rush back.
Right.
Because the ninth bass player that my brother didn't like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Plays on Sundays and makes $60,000 a year to play at a church on 85 where it's, you know, it's a show from sun up to sundown,
Right.
you know? But whatever, you play with everybody, you figure it out. You
Right.
know? You know, but the guitar I just picked up after I was, like I said, I was a duo for years.
Right.
We played everywhere because we put ourselves there. You're
Right.
as big as you think you are,
Right.
you know? And more crap between ourselves and other comics than I've ever seen anyone,
Right.
you know? To the point where it's, people hate me, you know?
Which is
You know?
which is so weird to think, is that people would hate you for being
successful.
But you know, I've heard that a lot and you're not the first senior comic that's been in the business 10 years or more that has turned to me and said, it's going to happen. It's going to come sooner than you think. And
Or it won't, or it's a different world. So I've done big stages and TV, and then I'm, you know, sitting here on a Tuesday.
Right.
And I'm in Tallahassee, but I'm not at the big room in Tallahassee. I'm at, you know, the funky old one.
Right.
You know, same people, you know, going up. What is up, what is down, unless you got TV.
Right.
You know, I always used to say, unless you've been on Leno, yada, yada, yada.
Right,
Carson. That's not that world anymore.
No, that world is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Because used to, you got on Carson. If you got the couch, you made it. You were it. You were there. You know. But that is not the genre of comedy anymore. And me and Michael were talking about this earlier. The genre of comedy, because he was getting on to me. He's like, "Andy, you got to tweet more. You got to get Instagram more. You got to get that up and running more." I'm like, it's not exhausting. It's just so much to do now. It's just not getting on the stage and telling jokes. It is, like you said, being your own producer or manager.
It's the business.
It's the business, and we have to manage 4 social media
I still
sites.
call it walk in the yard, but it's just a fancy way 10 years later to say that I'm putting flyers out myself because I'm not paying a street team.
Right. You're just not going.
And people go, why would you do that? And then I go, because I'm going to get 33 more seats sold. I'm still a guy that looks at the red heads online at these clubs.
Right.
You know, but I've also been booked in big clubs and big serious clubs in different towns where they don't want me back. You know?
Really?
You pack the seats and they still don't want you back. You know, because on Thursday they can put in a YouTuber.
Right.
Or, whatever, you know.
Right. And me and Michael were talking about there, how that has changed. How much has that, I mean, you've been doing this 10 years. So from your start to 10 year to now, today, 2019, I mean, you just gave us a glimpse of the play. I mean, when did that switch flip that you saw that you were like, holy cow, I got to really do this?
I went off on my own. I picked up a guitar.
Yep.
I started putting guys behind me, and I started going, it's an act.
Right.
Make it an act. I mean, I drove around dressed like a rabbi for, 5-6 years with a very large black fellow next to me, and we offended everyone.
Yeah, you had a great show.
But it was a show, you know.
Yeah.
So and
No,
they put us on TV, and then they say, how can you go by a Jew and a black guy? Because I'm a Jew and this guy's a black guy.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
It's as simple as we were talking about. You do you, I do me.
Yeah.
I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you do. Be funny.
Right.
It's butts in the seats, sell the drinks, and be funny, and that's it.
Right. Have fun. Have some laughs.
You know?
Do some things. Cut up. Hey, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. Here are SunTrust Stadium. It's the Andy Gunnin Comedy Hour with David H.G. Rosen. We're going to come back. He's going to play some tunes for us. Sing us some funny songs. See what he's all about. Stick tuned. Stay tuned. Power 108.9. What's that? I don't know. I was like, why did I just say that? I'm not even drinking.
That might be the issue.
You know somebody. I did an open mic last night, and the Comedy on Tap. I walked in. Same place I was last night. The manager saw me coming in. Hey, you're back. More. I was like, yeah. And I went over there and I was like, hey, let me get a ginger ale. And he was like, nope, you're getting a beer. Your material was awesome. We liked it. You were funny. We're glad you're back. I said, I don't, I was like, just a beer. One beer. It threw me off my mindset. Now, normally me and you hanging out. Everybody, yeah. He had the whole thing. Like, I have the whole thing. Everybody has the whole thing. Right.
How does my wife pull this up? 108.9 Power 108.9. Yeah. I didn't share the feed, no.
Oh, you didn't share it?
How am I sharing a feed?
Go to Power 108.9. There you go, right there. The top one.
There?
Yeah, keep scrolling. You are right there.
Yeah, I love it. All right, cool. Sharing them in. Cool. Awesome.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9.
Just point to me.
What up, Credit Cred?
I've had like 5 edibles because I can't see the guy till tomorrow. I think the wax is messing up my brain.
We're back, folks.
Oh, great.
It's Andy Gunnin Comedy Hour, Power 108.9.
Right when my wife would click in.
Yeah,
Right
she clicks
there.
right in as you talk about, I ate 5 edibles, and can't feel my face.
They don't seem to be working.
They're not working.
All right.
Welcome back, folks. Jeff Tidwell, thanks for watching. Mom, Liz, Conrad Bromberg. Hey, going to come see you after this at the Luminaire, Conrad. We're back, folks, with David H.G. Rosen, and we got to hit a topic as we got off air and talking about comics and performers and how people are when they go on stage. Michael mentioned, I don't drink, and I said I don't drink. I was twisting my words up, and I don't drink before I perform. I don't drink when I'm on the air. Now, if we're hanging out and we're watching football, I will sit there and drink beer with you all day long, have fun, cut up. I'm a totally different person when it comes to that aspect, and not a bad person, but it's just I cannot drink before I go on stage. And last night I went to an open mic, and the second time I was back, by the way, Greg Lipton, thank you for having me at the Hideaway. The Hideaway, they have one. I have an open mic on Mondays. It is a very good open mic. Check it out. They are staying full with 25 to 26 comics, and it is a very good venue, and everybody there is very awesome. So thank you for having us. that was my little plug. Anyways, so they said, hey, you had a great set, loved your material, have a beer. And I was like, I don't drink before I perform, whether it's an open mic or not. It switches my mindset. Like when I have a beer, it's my mind and my body goes, oh, Andy's playing or Andy's hanging out. Right now, if I'm writing, I'll drink some. When I'm writing at home, my mind switches. What do you do, David? What is your routine? I mean,
I don't drink, so
Yeah.
I used to say I smoke my liquor, but I'm older now, so
Right.
But I have my own pastimes. But everybody's got their deal before they get on stage. Used to watch this dude in town, wrestling dude, and he used to swing, and punch the wall and do stuff like that. And people have different trills and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I tune the guitar.
Right.
And I go and I be funny. That's the whole deal.
Do you think have you? Let me ask this: you with the guitar, does that help you get more funny or get into more of your act or more of your routine? Because I've performed with you and I see how you get going.
It's about I think almost 4 years with the guitar. So with the band, I got to be choreographed because they're going to miss, even though you got a bunch of stoners and they miss anyways.
Right.
The drummer didn't bring his cymbals to the birthday show.
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
We did it anyways.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Yep, exactly.
You got to struggle through whatever it is.
Right.
But the act used to be song, bit. It's all choreographed. I still got a set list on the top of the guitar.
Right.
And years ago, what's his name? George Lopez.
Yep.
And the punchline said, "What is that, a set list?" And I said, "Yes." He says, "I use a teleprompter set list." He still owes me $42 for that ticket because he left in the middle of the concert at the Fox years ago. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. In the middle of his bit, somebody had a heart attack in his family, so God bless him. But but he just cut the whole act. There he left.
Really? So he has a telemonitor. He had a monitor.
Yeah, but it's not he's not looking at a monitor. And it's the jokes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or it's a set list.
Right.
I played music for years. You look down and it said Roadhouse Blues. It's an E flat. You know what I mean?
Right.
I look down. The joke says organic lube.
Now there's a talk.
I
Now that could go a lot of different ways.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And a couple times I showed up at a place where I had to be clean, but I'm not clean.
Right.
So I just read the set list, the names of the set list, and just let it fester. You know what I mean?
Yep.
For years, people said, just let it breathe, let it breathe, let it breathe.
Right.
And your first couple of years, you're like, I'm the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're good at marketing.
You feel like you got to fill up the time,
Yes.
fill up, throw a bunch of words out there.
And if you feel like you just filled up 200 seaters in the first year, then you're going to keep going like that. Where are you going to chase for the rest of your time? You know what I mean? You got to get to a point where you're comfortable.
Right.
I played a lot of big theaters, and they've been very empty.
Right.
Right. But I've played those rooms.
Right.
But it's still only as good as tomorrow. And now the act is literally like you've seen me in Columbus.
Yeah. Right.
It's a room full of should-be rednecks, but it's not. It's like boat guys and guys in these fishing shirts like me who don't fish. And,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
And the last time I picked the one black guy.
Exactly, I remember
and I
that.
went because he was wearing like a Star Wars shirt or something, so I went like totally tech and black, and he's like, that's not funny. And the whole room was like, that's hilarious. And for the first time, I felt like I was being racist.
Right.
But you have to take the room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I wasn't trying to be mean to him. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but sometimes I can Rickles the heck out of somebody. So I'm in a bit, and I'm playing a song, and I stop, and then I say something to you, and then I say something to you, and you say something funny, and then you heckle. And if you heckle, God bless you.
You do a lot of crowd work, which is amazing, because not only do you sing and play and tell jokes, you do crowd work.
It's shtick.
It's shtick. You're kind of...
I just stand up there and try and be funny.
Right. And you are, and you're very funny, and you're very good at crowd. I'm always mesmerized watching you, how you just go in and out, in and out, in and out from 3 different things.
and some
watch him go in and
out.
out.
I don't tell you what goes on after the show in Columbus.
Hey, the question was like, can you define what shtick is? What is that?
Shtick.
Yes.
It's your bid, your whole deal. You know what I mean? If you're a radio man, you're a radio dude. You know, and if you're a car salesman, that's your shtick. You know, but shtick it came from slapstick, so it was physical humor, which goes back to all the greats.
Right.
You know what I mean? I still go home at night, and I've got a Rodney Dangerfield, one of those Spencer's gifts from 1989. You press a button. I swear to God, he never repeats a joke. It's like a little possessed little doll in the basement. And I'm like downstairs, I'm like praying homage to the guy. He holds his tie and stuff. The batteries never run out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it from 2 gay guys over in the other side of the city.
Really?
I did.
That's awesome.
I did. See, details like that to me are funny. Okay?
They are.
You know, and I'll fight with family members or other people about what's funny or what's content is correct. You know what I mean? And you got to discuss it because it's different in different situations. But if you walk into Columbus like we were, and the room is hot.
Yes, it was
You know
very
what
hot.
I mean? And I'm going, there's 100 people sitting in bungalows drinking Crown Royal with pear.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just paid expensive for a meal next door.
Right.
You know, this place is never going to last.
Right.
So I say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, but I've pissed a lot of people off.
Well, at that show, you just pissed. You just kind of got one person. They had their
No,
feelings.
that was a great night.
But we had a great night. I mean, and
T-shirts and signing boobs night.
Oh
you know?
yeah, that was everybody was just off the chain. And you go watch, and because I came down and I started every show and I go, hey, if you're offended easily, there's the door. And I started every show. It's like, hey man, we're gonna have some fun.
But it's not offensive. I pick you out, and you know
Right.
you're wearing a medium shirt, not you specifically. You know, and then somebody's doing something. You know, I always do. I have go-to lines. You know, and things I know I can touch on, and sometimes I go over.
Right, and I know you can go. You like to go raunchy and get raunchy when you when the crowd. And you said, "Hey, he said tonight's the night I'm going to go at it." And I said, and back in my head, I was like, I don't know if they're going to really take this. And boy, they ate it up.
It was
second.
like
that was so much fun.
It was a John Valby crowd. I was gonna the Duke of Dirt, you know, something like that. Like the tapes we used to pick up when I was playing music with country boys. We'd stop at a truck stop.
Right.
You know, you're living in 6 guys in a truck for real. The guy's got his dip cup between your lap, and you hit a deer. I mean, for real. I'm not playing.
No,
these are real stories.
I know.
You know? You got 7 singers. Half of them go to prison.
Yeah.
You know, you got asbestosis. The guy's still alive. He just shows up in Rome, Georgia.
Right.
They took him from the Floribama, this guy, Lamar Barrett. Right?
What?
We're at the Floribama. There's like 2,000 people there.
Yeah.
And they extradite him from Georgia and from the state of Alabama. They took him from the stage at the Floribama.
Oh my God!
After he'd done something like Elvis at 40 with his shirt off. And the whole
No
nine.
way.
Oh, it was fantastic.
That was awesome.
But you can't trade the nights for like that. You know what I mean?
Those are the nights you live for. Those
You know,
are,
sometimes the worst nights are the best nights. But then you go into the big clubs and you don't do well as doing well in other big clubs. And that's disappointing too, but only to you.
only
you know?
right.
Because this business, there's 30 guys waiting for your spot. Even the guys that like you want you.
Exactly. Everybody wants your
Everyone
spot.
wants you to do bad. But then you can find a little community of people that you dig.
Yeah, exactly.
And then eventually it becomes you.
Exactly. And I've been very fortunate early in finding guys like you and Mark Evans and Joel Byers and Conrad Bromberg and Jamie Ward that kind of took me in and said, hey, and y'all are a great group of guys that are just awesome and just been so open and very transparent with me in this whole thing. And it's been amazing. So, yeah, you find your own. And I found it early on. I'm glad I have because I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now.
Well, we're not the young guys. You realize that.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're a different class.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
a lot of the cohorts of, in the last few years are Conan and, the Oscars and whatnot,
Right.
You know, but you gotta do you.
Yeah, you got to do you. And you're right. That's all I've been getting told lately is you got to do you.
I pulled up here. I'm wearing this stupid puffy vest. I don't even care for the Giants. It was my dad's team. But this is the look the 46-year-old should have, right?
Yeah, this is the 44,
and the $200 Johnson & Murphy shoes.
Oh man, I got my slip-on Skechers.
Oh,
I got my slip-on gray Skechers, bro.
You're wearing hospital bills.
Yeah, I got my dad shoes on, bro.
Yeah, but
you see, you got his puffy vest too.
I got an extra pair of Levi's that are worn
Christopher
out
Carter
from
had
Costco from years ago.
Actually, Christopher Carter got the puffiest vest of the night for work, and the tightest. God, that was gay tight.
Like balloon tight.
I'm Melissa Tyner. Thanks for tuning in. My mother-in-law's listening too. Hey, folks, when we come back,
am I gonna get to play? Or
he's
what?
going to play. Stop talking and play.
I got like 30 minutes left on the validation. Hurry up.
Folks, we're here at SunTrust Stadium with Andy Gunnin Comedy Hour. Power 108.9. Stay with us. We're coming back.
All right on. I'm just playing. I'm not playing, but I'm playing. But he's not going to give it to me till I'm done.
No, you got to play.
Hey, next week I'm going to open a radio station over there called Power 108.9er. I know they had to, I'm saying. We used to do... It was Splash Radio, it was reggae radio, something that had 2 big DJs. We used to do with the Jew and a black guy. And somebody came in their studio over in Stone Mountain and put the same setup next to them. It's like, are you kidding me? Same thing I've been saying. You do you. Can I help you? Can you help me? I spend half my time going, hey, I hadn't talked to you in 2 years.
This is your new
But,
favorite internet radio.
I'd like to come back to your joint.
108.9.
Funny.
want to talk about that.
wanna
You
answer
book
that,
yourself
don't you?
a lot. You
Yeah,
constantly reach
I had a management company, and we had the TV people and all that. I can still use those people, but until I get to Netflix or something like that,
Netflix is cutting back. They're not.
but it's not just Netflix. You know, there's
Are they cutting back?
yeah, they spend all their
Just
here's $50 million. Let's make everyone a special. You're a special. You're a special.
Stay up on what's happening here at Power. We've got new shows, new guests, and new events to help us.
Well, they're also cutting back on
Follow us on
comedians
Facebook
stand-up
and
comedy.
Instagram.
They're making more sketch comedy.
But
But
you can also go to
They're cracking down on it. You sharing the
all of the
password like too
updated
many
news
times.
and
it's
happenings
like,
here
Yeah.
at Power. Thanks for listening.
You can't even invite people more than like 160
Well, when
people
you pay
on
$80
Facebook now. I used to sit there, 15,000 people, and just manually put it in. Old school work. We used to go before the internet. We went to the library. We pulled out the phone book, and I called Gulfport, Mississippi. What kind of club is Trains and Tricks? You know? What kind of sets you got for Trains and Tricks? How long you been out of business, and what's the new name? What's that manager's name? Everybody can't be named Patel.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm wearing a puffy coat. I'm comfortable because I'm usually hot as hell.
Yeah, I know. It gets hot, yeah. That's my mother-in-law.
You want me to
He's
move
about
if
to
I'm going to
play.
play?
Yeah, what do you want? You want me? You just want to hear? You want?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
to come here.
I just want to. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, come over here. Yeah, plenty of that. Yeah, plenty of that. I run a smooth show.
Somebody sized up podcast today. Cracked me up. That's just cable access from New York in the 80s. I went, it is.
It is.
Pull that mic up.
What?
Pull his mic up. Give him this Coke Zero.
That's the first thing my wife's gonna say if she's watching. You're drinking that saccharine crap.
Saccharin.
Whatever it
There's
is.
no saccharin in it. There's no sugar. My wife is addicted to these things. We have it at all times 6 12-packs, 2 in the fridge, 3 out on the floor in the garage. I mean, nonstop. That's her thing. It's fine. I'm not against it. It's just I can't drink Coke like that.
Yeah, wifey switched over to the waters, the little
Yeah.
sparkling water jumps.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
Dude, I'm water or beer.
Yeah.
Every now and then,
Me too.
Every now and then I drink an Arnold Palmer tea when I get. That's it. But it's beer, water, or that's
That's
about the
me.
only two things
Beer, water, or Coke Zero. That's
I can't
me.
do Coke Zero.
I drank enough Bartles and James in the day that I don't need a sparkling soda. You know what I'm saying? That's like Zima.
Remember those two guys?
Zima. Oh my God.
Well, that's what White Claw is. Zima with a
It's Zima,
Jolly
dude.
Rancher
That's
in
true,
it. That's
yes.
all White Claw is.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. It's like a Perrier with.
Oh, it's worse. It's horrible.
Hey, baby boy.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. We're back, folks. Here at the Andy Gunnin Comedy Hour on Power 108.9, coming to you from SunTrust Stadium. We're here with my guest comedian, David H.T. Rosen. He's going to play us some of his stick in his comedy act. What you got for us? The mic is yours. The show is yours. Take over, brother.
I got a new one. Can I play it?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Is there any content liabilities?
No
here
no
at Power
content. We are not.
108.9?
We're not governed by the FCC. This is internet radio. You have the show,
Oh, cool.
the floor. Go as far as you want to.
When I was like 13, I was the host of a punk rock show in the middle of the night at ITR in Rochester. That was a good time. I just thought I'd bring that up. Punching out. I was lonely. It was after the divorce. We met online, of course. She was Jewish. We went out on a date. We shared an Applebee's rib plate. Went out a couple more times. We were sitting back at the house drinking wine. Told her to get comfortable. She slipped off a shoe. Tried to love her, but she's missing a toe. I got a foot fetish, so I said no, yeah. Tried to love her, but she's missing a toe. She got no stability. Tried to love her, but she's missing a toe. I got a foot fetish, Lord, I said no, yeah. Tried to love her, but she's missing a toe. She got no stability. That's it. That's the whole thing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Dude, I love it. I love all your stuff.
About a week after I wrote that, my second toe, that pointer toe, started to look like my grandma's before she passed. Like a sit was going to fall off. It still might. I think that'd be hilarious. If you wish stuff on it and it happens, it'd be good. Y'all go to Cookout?
Oh, yeah. Cookout? That's a good place to go.
He's like, my name is Andy Gunnin. Yeah, do I go to a Cookout?
Do I go to Cookout?
We were in Columbus.
Have you seen me? I'm 6'2", 265.
You also pulled up in like a dually, and I don't think you do anything like needs a dually. What's going on with all that? Your wife was driving, too.
And he got on a Gatlinburg T-shirt.
Yeah. A Gatlinburg. This is from when Gatlinburg burnt down.
Oh, shit.
I went up there and supported him.
I thought you got one of those $6,000 land plots up there.
No,
I did.
no.
I got to build a big house there, but
no.
I got it for $6,000.
No.
Good stuff. Hey, we went to Serenbe a couple weekends ago, my wife and I.
Oh, yeah, it's down by
Oh, my God. How did that come from that? It's like a hippie commune, but everybody's driving like Land Rovers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's
organic. Everything's organic.
It's crazy over there.
See, this I want to tell you before. So, my wife beat cancer 3 years ago. Let's give her some love.
Yes,
pretty cool.
congratulations. And that is awesome. That is.
So things like that. That's right. Things like that, and like my dad passing 20 years ago still hits me. I still call the old man, right?
Right.
All right, so she beat cancer 3 years ago, so now everything in the house is organic, right? I mean, completely organic, right? I mean, crazy. Like, you go to Whole Foods, it's $275.
For 5 things.
Yeah, right. And then when you go in and you get a piece of pizza, cannoli, and some coffee, and the guy's like, Beth must be out of town, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
So now the organic lube, the sexual lubrication, right? It's organic.
Oh, please do tell.
Andy, it smells like vanilla custard.
What?
Yeah, I get
vanilla custard.
I get 2 blocks from the Dairy Queen. I get a raging heart on. This is for Cookout, and I'm probably going to be chased out of the building. It's good too. My security pass only lasts for like 34 minutes left. Though it's strange that everyone's very, very friendly in this building.
They are friendly. They're very way too friendly. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll give you the bridge version, then I'll go into the funny stuff. Here we go.
Go on, that funny stuff.
Can you hear that?
Yes, perfect. Kick it.
We used to do this open mic. This is years ago. It was in Kennesaw. It was like World of Beer or something like that, across from Kennesaw before it became Kennesaw State and bought another college. You know what I'm saying? And Southern Poly.
Southern Poly.
I used to think that was just a pimp. You had a lot of women. Southern Poly.
Southern Poly. Southern Polyester.
That's right. Southern Polyester. You get that at Cy Sims over there before they
Southern
shut that
Poly
place
and pimping.
Southern Poly pimping.
Oh my! I lost my whole train of thought. Here we go. We're going right in. So there was a Cookout next door, and every time I went there would be a big, big bunch of girls. I mean, like big girls,
right,
sitting outside. It was like a drive-through, I think. Well, they got inside seating, but I don't think these girls were inside. Said big girls at the Cookout, yeah. One bigger than the next. Big girls at the Cookout, yeah. I love them big. There's no disrespect. Big girls at the Cookout, yeah. Said each got a greasy bag of fries. Big girls at the Cookout, yeah. It's only funny because it's true. See, milkshakes, there's no guys. Sit down. For the love of God, big girl, please, please sit down. Sit down. For the love of God and ASCAP, this next one is not protected, nor am I paying for this. So it goes like this. It goes, West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, cooling, or shooting some b-ball outside of the school. And a couple of guys into no good, they started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight, my mom got scared. She said, you're moving with your auntie and uncle. Refrigerator keeps all my meat cold. I love seafood, so I've been told. I love bacon, yeah, it's the best, but I'm Jewish and it's sacrilegious. I said barbecue makes me dance a jig. I want to put it on the table now. Let all you good people know this Jew loves some pig. Yeah. Oh, I said pork shoulder tenderloin. I said, ooh, chopped meat, Lord, flip a coin. Love it on a platter, on a bun. I can eat some ribs, son. I said, I'd eat bacon off a pile of shit. Oh, I'd eat bacon off a pile of shit, love. I'd eat bacon off a pile of shit. Eat bacon off a pile of shit.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're always so much fun.
Shh.
Hey, what about your Nazi song?
Which Nazi song?
The Hitler one?
I have a Nazi song.
The Hitler one. Isn't there a Hitler one?
No, I have one joke where I say,
That's
I
right.
got into a wreck with a bunch of skinheads. I
that's
did
right.
not see him coming.
That's
All
right. That's right.
Good stuff.
But I love your closing bagel.
Yes,
song.
that's a good song. The
I
name
love
of the
bagel
album
song.
is Bagels on the Beach.
Exactly. That's why I did my promo for your Go Wars. Hey, folks, we're going to take a quick break. You got to hear David H.T. Rosen and some of his amazing comedic songs. Follow. Hey, you need to like us. Follow David H.T.
You
Rosen.
should follow
on his
me in the parking lot.
Hey,
That's good.
H.T. Rosen. Check us out. Share us. Like us. Power 108.9 and H.T. Rosen.
What was that, Andy?
I don't know. I've not been drinking. That I have no idea what's happening. I may be having a stroke. Hey, that's why you date younger. Especially my wife, her mother's a nurse, so she recognizes strokes. So when I'm sitting there and I'm stroking out, she don't think I'm making faces at her, okay? Hey, Power 108.9, we're coming right back, folks.
Woo! That's funny. I know. I think I was picking up through the. That's good. Cool. Yeah, but that's the game. Yeah. Now, come on. That's funny. It's outside of Cop Parkway. He's like, Windy Hill! Buy the ticket. Fucking A. It's funny. So I had my wife come out to the birthday show. And then it was, normally in Highland Inn we put about 100 and some people in, and we did not, because it was just me, and I put about 50 in a room, and you normally put a buck and a half in, and my wife was there, so I decided to, whip her. It was pretty. They told me to focus on the crowd, people. You were electric, as you were ripping me a new ass. That's the new one. You're killing it, but we hate you. Can you please give us your Social Security so we can bill you for full tax? I'm glad you brought 300 people in the club, but don't ever come back. See you next time. That was the thank you, don't come back, see you next time. That's my favorite thing.
That's awesome.
That's the business, not the. That's Gary Cargill now.
Oh, man. Ready? When I see you there, standing there touching buttons, I'm always ready.
Talk about how cold it is?
Outside? Yeah. Oh, it's freezing.
No, I say
Yeah, we can talk about it.
open up with that.
Oh, what?
Just drop. Elizabeth said that's not water in that
My
cup.
cup.
Let Elizabeth know.
Yeah.
It's water.
It's water.
Yes,
it's
it's
water.
water,
I got-
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You said that's your
The lady-
mother-in-law?
Yeah, my mother-in-law that's Lisa Wright Eichenberg. She said I'm not having a stroke, so she knows. She's a professor. She's in
Okay.
a nursing program at
Okay,
Clayton
good.
State.
All right, awesome. I'm not calling her if I'm
No.
sick. Okay.
No. Well, no, actually, you want she.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's a tear in my beer,
and
'cause I'm crying for you, dear.
We're back, folks. Here at Country Power 108.9, SunTrust Stadium. My guest, David H.G. Rosen.
That's my jam. I don't know what you're looking at. I'm like, I like literally sit in the back and shoot it with Shooter Jennings. I'm not playing around.
We have a Jewish comic with a guitar who loves country and pork.
I love country.
Loves country and pork.
We did a gig where we actually were hired to play actual instruments, and we went in and I thought, oh, I can actually do this. This would be great. You know, instead of being a drummer, just being a funny guitar player.
Right.
It didn't work out so great.
Yeah. Folks, if you know, David's wearing a half three-quarter jacket. It's cold here in Atlanta. It's about 20-some degrees.
It's a puffy vest. Don't get me
It's a puffy vest. It's
Came
a
from my
weird puffy
IKEA.
vest. Yeah.
I had to put it together myself. It was like build a coat.
What
like
are you?
Build a
in
bear.
It's like from the movie Back to What are you, in the Navy?
No, I look more like Marty McFly.
Yeah,
if you really get on.
Exactly. That's where I was
going.
going.
This is funny. On Halloween, I was supposed to dress up like a greaser, and then it was really cold, and we
Right.
didn't have any power. It's 27 degrees right now. That's
27
crazy.
degrees. God.
And so instead, I just went like this and told her I was Marty McFly. It was brilliant. Brilliant.
It's cold.
Now I have Parkinson's. It's really not a good thing. Oh, I love a good Parkinson's joke.
I love the cold, but I hate it when it's this cold because I have man boobs now, and all you see are my little nibbles going ding, 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 ding.
I was going to say something. To each his own.
Look, I've lost 15 pounds, and I cannot lose boobs. Women lose 5 pounds, they drop 2 cup sizes. I lose 15, I don't lose any titty. I'm just telling you. It's the worst thing
Where are you
ever.
losing the weight?
My belly, which
Okay,
you can't
cool.
really tell, but I can see things now. But anyways,
When I was
I can see my feet.
When I was 27, I had liposculption.
Liposculption.
I did. They sucked all the fat out of me.
Really?
And it just reappeared in other places, so now I'm just really shapely out of weird section. I did. I had it all sucked out of me, like 2.5 liters of fat just sucked out of my midsection.
Really?
It was brilliant.
What does that cost? Because I'm thinking
It was
about
only
that.
about $5,000. But
Oh, no.
It was great.
I'd rather buy a set of boobs than spend $5,000 on sucking fat out of my gut.
yeah, that sounded weird.
Oh, okay. That did sound weird. Right. But I already have boobs. But hey, you want to play us another song, brother?
I'll play one more tune. Can I get dirty?
You can get real dirty.
All right.
Oh, dirty with that organic lube.
Ooh, organic lube.
Organic lube.
That's who I should get sponsored by. I've called people in the past like Streitz Matzah, and can I speak to Rabbi Streitz? He's like, what the hell is this conversation? And then Rabbi Streitz sends me money. You know what I'm saying? Anyone will sponsor you if you really hound them. For real. Some company that made kale snacks used to sponsor me.
We need to talk.
Let's go, here we go. All right, so Andy, do you get date night still?
Date night, yeah.
Besides when she comes, because your wife comes and sees you a lot, right?
Yeah, she comes to a lot of my shows. She hasn't lately now. She's kind of tapered off now. Well,
at the beginning she saw you a lot.
Oh gosh, yeah. She was out every show.
Yeah.
She's a very huge.
But she gives you the
supporter.
freedom to go and do what you wish.
Right, that is correct.
Right?
She's very awesome and supportive in that.
That's right. It took me a long time to realize that, and I think not about your wife, because I don't know your wife that well.
Right, well, you know her.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
I do. She protected me in Columbus.
She did.
So date night. Every Sunday we try and get date night because my mother-in-law will watch the younger kid.
Right.
And I think it's really, really important to your relationship. I mean, it's
beyond
ridiculous.
important.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Huge.
Like, we just went away for a couple days, like 2 days in Serenbe. Came back, we were all like giddy, like we were kids.
Right.
Because it's just 7 days a week, whatever.
Right.
And if you want to do this comedy and make a living, you got to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, drive to Mississippi, come back, go to work all day. And you're not supposed to say you got a day job.
Right.
But instead, you got a day job, kids, and the whole nine. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No,
and
you're
nobody
correct.
cares about complaining whatsoever, right?
Right. Exactly.
All right, this came from date night. Here we go.
Go.
Hey, thank you for having me, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome,
It's a
brother.
class
Anytime.
operation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I almost got lost in the cubicles, but I'm still cool. So I get it. So you're supposed to work in a space with everybody else so you can get ideas and feed off other people, but you have to watch these people the entire day because it's like a damn aquarium in this place.
It is.
I'm not playing.
Can't even scratch your balls.
You can't scratch my balls anyways. It goes
No.
like this. It goes, I know she loves me because she's upstairs shaving a hoo-ha for me. I know she loves me. I know she cares. I know she loves me because she's upstairs shaving a hoo-ha for me. We never argue. We don't split hairs. Must have got excited. And don't make a big old thing. I could see her with her finger buried up to her wedding ring. And through the bathroom door, I heard my name. And I could see in the shadow she was a little bit inflamed. You know she loves me 'cause she's upstairs shaving a hoo-ha for me. You know she loves me, you know she cares. It's about the confidence, man. You know she loves me, 'cause she's upstairs shaving a hoo-ha for me. I'm gonna have no place to go home tonight. I hope you got a couch I can share. Oh, boy.
Oh.
That's right. Hey,
folks, we're at dating tips. That's what we're giving you. That's what.
Hey, listen, but Gary Cargill, like we trade advice back and forth, right? Gary Cargill off Darren Knight's store, and he goes, I think you should change the word pussy to hoo-ha. That's what he said.
You know what? I like it.
Gary was right.
Hoo-ha is hilarious.
Hoo-ha is funnier than
It's way funnier.
It's funnier.
That's, because the other word's way more offensive to women, and you can actually bridge both man and couples together in a crowd.
You can bridge man and hoo-ha together.
Man and hoo-ha together. Like, God intended, I guess. I don't know. Or somebody intended. I don't know.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. I like the word hoo-ha. That's
it's a funny word.
It's a funny word. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, but that brings up that topic right there. It's you can say something 7 different ways. It can be funnier 6 different ways than it was the one way.
Exactly. And it's fine in that one word. It's like last night I had a joke I did at an open mic. I thought it was okay. It was funny. Everybody's like, I'm like, okay, we'll go back and work on that. We'll find a different word. I found a different word, and we're going to try it.
It's a different room.
Different
place.
Different room, different place.
And they say you should get to the point where you're just doing the same show everywhere, which I try and do. But then I'm also in Stone Mountain. I'm the only white cat in the building, and I get up and I'm, she loves me. She's upstairs shaving a hoo-ha for me. And like this one's like, don't put me in your shit. This is VIP. Don't put me in your shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like Cassius Creflo. How did I get here? That's funny.
We're going to wrap up here in just a little bit, but hey. What?
Don't put me in your shit.
What?
She said, and I said, what did you say? Don't put me in your skit. She said, no, don't put me in your shit. I'm like, well, the stage is VIP. She said, no, it's not. You ain't got bottle service. Don't put me in your shit.
What's the worst thing, or the worst bomb, or the worst situation?
Worst bomb?
Or something.
I have the worst bomb known to man for Atlanta.
Tell us.
Okay,
Please
it's
tell
also
Atlanta.
a night that Jamie Ward decided he would come to the Uptown, and so did Laura Austin. And we got up, and the time before, Shorty, like Shorty, right? Pardon me, Shorty, right? He brings us up the first time we're there on a Sunday, and he's like, these guys I saw them. We get up there, we kill. I pull my pants down, I do the prison joke, the whole thing's great. We come back like 4 Sundays later, he puts us up, and he goes, these guys, they should just hide under the porch. And, last time I thought they were hilarious. They would give them a chance. I walk up, this time I'm dressed like a rabbi, and my partner's wearing house shoes, Dickies, socks, the whole nine, and a fake afro. And I say, Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. And he says, Shalom. And they scream, get them nanners off the stage. Right? So we keep going. You smell that, Felix? And he's like, what is that? I'm like, it's old pussy. And he's like, oh, yeah. They shook us. Lights up. Microphones off, right? Carry you out. You know what I mean? God. So how do you recover from that? You tell a story 6 years later, 7 years later. You know what I mean?
Hey, folks, that's our show, isn't it?
Ooh, thank you again for having me.
Where can folks find you real quick?
It's hdrosen.com. It's not been updated since like 97, but it's still there. You can find me. It's pretty good.
Hey, folks.
All over the place.
We've had a great show. It's been fun. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Laughing Skull. I'll be there December the 11th.
Woo!
That's right. We got a couple of new open mics in town. Balladinos and Marietta on Saturdays at 7, hosted by Billy Willie. Comedy night at 3, Blind Mics with Tony Perez on Sundays at 8 to 10. Those are the 2 new ones I've seen out there. Hey, check me out, AndyGunninComedy.com. Check us out, Power 108.9. We're going to be back in 2 weeks for my Thanksgiving show. I'm going to sacrifice a turkey on here.
Ooh, Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Power 108.9.
We won't hear you.
My bad.